All right, so tonight we're going to talk about staging duels versus burning someone down, because there's a big difference. I see a lot of people, they see a staging duel happen, and then they think, oh, well, somebody burnt the other person down in this situation. And that's not the case. Burning somebody down is a very, very cruel, malicious intent thing to do. Like, you have to know that you're going to do that before you get there. And then once you start that process, then you have to know that somebody's probably going to want to fight when you get done. Okay, so if you have two drag race cars, okay, generally this only happens when you have a nitrous car and a turbo car together. Sometimes other types of cars will play out, but generally it's nitrous car and turbo car. Turbo car always wants to go in second compared to a nitrous car, which our car, I have it set up to where that really doesn't matter. We'll take the first bulb, who cares? But we generally make sure that the 7-second rule is also in effect, and I'll get to that in a second, to try to mitigate some of this from happening. Okay, so let's look at the differences between a staging duel and burning someone down. Now, a staging duel happens when both cars have lit the top bulb. Okay, they've lit their pre-stage bulb, and both of them refuse to go in first. So at this point, they just sit there, they're just idling. Nothing detrimental is happening to the motors. Both drivers are seeing who is going to give up and go in first. Okay, so at that point, one guy's just waiting for the other guy to run hot, or one guy's just waiting for the other guy to run out of fuel, or one guy's just waiting for the other guy to get bored or get aggravated or just get frustrated with the whole situation, just go in first, right? This generally happens when, like I said, you have a turbo car versus a nitrous car, and the nitrous car is like, well, I'm going to make turbo car go in first, and the turbo car is like, I'm not going in first, you're going to go in first because I don't want you to actually burn me down, okay? So that kind of starts happening, and staging duels to me are very fun. It gets the crowd hyped up, whatever, and it doesn't hurt the cars at all. There's no damage done, period. So, and for me, it's just a hype situation, and I enjoy it. I like to see it happen. Now, burning down is a whole different scenario. Burning down is a malicious act to try to hurt the other car, generally done by the slower car to the faster car in order to try to make that car weaker mechanically in order to be able to outrun them, or at least make the driver nervous thinking he's going to hurt the car. But what happens is, and the 7-second rule helps out with this some. So you get both cars are pre-staged, right? And let's say you got a turbo car in the left lane, nitrous car in the right lane. Turbo car gets up on the brake, and then he bumps the car in, right, and grabs the second bulb. And then the nitrous car just waits. For about every second that a turbo car is on the brake, the torque converter will gain about 50 degrees, okay? So if you leave one sitting there for about 10 seconds, the torque converter will be about 500 freaking degrees, all right? So at this point in time, the fluid coming out of that torque converter can burn the lines or just detrimentally harm the torque converter itself, break the fins in it, lay them down, whatever. That hot fluid can get in the transmission, burn the clutches up, mess some seals up in it, hurt the pump, whatever, okay? So once that scenario is started, you have both people lit the bulb, one person's already in, and then the other person waits while that car is on the trans brake. That is burning them down, okay? Now, the 7-second rule states that once the first driver has lit the bottom bulb, the stage bulb, the other driver only has 7 seconds to light his, or he gets a red light. So that 7-second rule mitigates the burn down situations a lot, and I like it. We always try to implement it anytime that we go race, just for the fact that there's some people out there that are cruel, and they will hurt your equipment just to try to get one over on you if they feel like there's an underdog or whatever. So racetrack rules can help mitigate that a lot, and I really, really support, if you feel like you're going to be in that situation, go ahead and ask the track to put the 7-second rule on and tell the other driver, hey, 7-second rule is in effect. Please do not try to burn me down. It's not going to work this time. You're just going to get red lit. So anyway, that's the difference between staging duels and burn downs. I love a staging duel. hate a burn down.